Spelling.
Good morning. I would like to make a reservation for a plane ticket to Chicago for tomorrow afternoon.
Certainly. I will need your name, date of birth, and address.
My name is David Brown.
Could you spell that for me, please?
D as in Delta, A as in Alpha, V as in Victor, I as in India, D as in Delta, space, B as in Bravo, R as in Romeo, O as in Oscar, W as in Whiskey, N as in November.
And what is your date of birth?
It's the 25th of August 1985.
Thank you. And your current address?
320 Market Street, New York, 10445.
So your date of birth is the 25th of August, 1985. You live at 320 Market Street, New York, 10445, and your name is David Brown, correct?
Correct. What times do you have available?
I have one flight at 9 a.m. and another at 4 p.m.
I will take the one at 4 p.m. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice trip.
Favorites.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hey, David. I'm great, just got off work. How about you?
I'm okay. I have been really stressed lately and not getting a lot of sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that. Why are you stressed?
Mostly work and school. Just a lot of things to do and not enough time.
Working and studying is definitely a lot. Don't forget to also take some time for yourself.
That's good advice. I will as soon as work slows down a bit.
Can I help you with some of your schoolwork?
No, don't worry about it. It's just a stressful period right now.
How about we get together and do something to cheer you up this weekend?
That would be very nice. Maybe we could go to the pool? Thank you, Sarah.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Fashion.
What is your favorite season?
Why are you asking? It's winter. I like the snow and skiing.
I just want to get to know you better. What is your favorite food?
That is a hard one. I love pasta, but also pizza.
And what about movies?
That's an easy one. I love Pulp Fiction.
I really like that one too. What is your favorite book?
I think 1984 because it gives you a lot to think about.
And your favorite sport?
I like swimming and being in the water a lot.
Okay, one last one, then you've answered enough. What's your favorite time of the day?
I have never thought about that, but I guess the morning. Everything is still quiet, and sunrises are beautiful to watch.
Fashion.
You have great taste in fashion.
Thank you, it's a hobby of mine.
It's an interesting hobby. Where do you find all your stylish clothes?
All over the place. I don't have a favorite store.
Do you ever go to flea markets?
I love flea markets. You can find really nice clothing for a good price.
My style is more casual. Maybe I should start buying secondhand too.
There is a good secondhand store on Main Street. They have a big selection of styles.
What do you think about brands?
I like some higher quality ones, because they are well made. But I don't like paying just for the name.
I agree. I'm okay with paying more though, if the clothes are produced under fair working conditions.
Totally, me too. We could go shopping together next week. What do you think?
Sounds fun. You can show me some of your favorite stores.
Current news.
Have you seen the story about the crazy cow on the news?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
They just said on the news that a cow is loose in town and stealing people's food.
A cow stealing food? You shouldn't believe everything you see on TV.
It's true. They also had a video clip showing the cow running around.
If it is actually true, then that's quite interesting news. Where did the cow come from?
They don't know yet. Nobody has claimed it missing.
What station did you see this on?
It was on Channel 3.
This sounds like just the story for Channel 3. They never show any actual news.
You are right. Channel 3 is definitely more entertaining than informative.
Well, I hope they catch the cow and bring it back to where it belongs.
Students' dissertation meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'd like to give you an opportunity to ask questions about requirements and timetables on writing your final dissertation. So anything you'd like to ask first?
Professor, what about the word limit?
Well, generally, the words of final dissertations of the master degree are limited between 18 to 20,000.
Oh, does that include words of references?
Yes, of course. And contents? No, the word does not include the acknowledgement and contents. What is the acknowledgement? It is a few words of thanks that you write at the beginning of the dissertation to the people who have helped you.
How about its words?
No more than 100 words.
Right.
Professor, when is the hand-in date? The deadline is on the 30th of July. Is it a fixed hand-in date? I mean, if I cannot hand in my work before the 30th of July, how... Sky, I'm afraid that you have to hand in your work on time, unless you have some sort of accident or illness. Okay.
How do I hand in my work?
You could give your work to your tutor at the tutorial, or send him an email to the department. Professor, when can I know who my tutor is? You can check the list of tutor arrangements. Online? Yes, or you could go to our department office to check.
Fine. How many tutorials do we have in a week?
Usually there are 2 tutorials per week.
How long do they last? 2 hours?
No, 1 hour on afternoons. Both on weekends? No. One is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesday. The other is from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday.
How about the requirements for the format?
You can check their requirements online. But one of the most important things is to have a printer.
Printer?
Yes, we usually keep all dissertations on file, so you must print your work by laser printer.
Fine.
Let's talk about the dissertation timetable.
Okay.
On the first week of May, you should begin to prepare for writing. The first point is to choose the topic.
Can we choose the topic by ourselves?
Of course. Your tutor will give you some suggestions, and you can narrow a topic by yourself.
Great.
And then you can work on your basic references.
Right.
You can ask your tutor to give you a reference list, and then borrow reference books from our library. And the next point is to prepare for the draft plan. Definitely. You should write a draft first and then discuss it with your tutor at the tutorial.
If the draft is okay, what should we do next?
You will begin to do research to collect data to support your work.
Okay. Can we choose the research methods by ourselves?
It is better if you take your tutor's advice.
Okay.
When your data is enough for your work, you will begin to write up your dissertation. How many parts does a dissertation contain? Usually your work must have an introduction, a main body, and a conclusion. You should talk about it with your tutor.
And then can we hand our dissertation in?
No, you should do proofreading before handing in your work.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Right.
Magic one day.
Good morning. Wonderful travel agency. How can I help you?
Good morning. I'd like to know about the information about your short trip. What's the name of the trip?
Magic one day.
Right. Could you introduce me to the tour?
Of course. And we will give you a 5% discount if you book the latest trip.
Fine. When is the next one going?
We have a trip every Saturday, which usually departs at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And when will we come back?
About 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Fine. How about the type of transportation?
We like to keep our tours small, so we offer a coach or a minibus.
That's great. So how many tourists are there in one group?
Usually we take about 15 to 20 tourists. But you know, it is peak time now, so the number is up to 25 tourists.
Well, that sounds good. So, how much is the tour price?
As I said, I will give you a 5% discount, so the cost is £18 for each person.
Great! Does it include lunch?
No, but the guide fee has been included.
Do I need to book a seat?
Yes, at peak season, in order to ensure your position, seat reservation is needed. So the tourist has to reserve a seat at least 2 days before leaving.
OK, and how about the deposit?
You don't need to pay any fees in advance.
Fine. How about payment? Cash or credit card?
Because we collect money just before departing, the only payment we accept is cash.
Fine. I see.
That's okay. And let me confirm you with your customer reference number.
Fine.
That is FC864.
Right, I'll write it down.
How about other things do you want to know?
Yes. I'd like to know what attractions we will visit during the tour.
Well, let me check the time schedule. We will start at 8 o'clock and will arrive at Edinburgh about 10 o'clock. The first resort we will visit is Old Castles, the most famous Scottish castles. It is the home of the Scottish crown jewels, the oldest royal regalia in Britain.
Well, may I take photos?
Of course.
I heard that the City Hall is a good place. Will we go there?
The next tour does not include that place.
OK.
And then we will go on to St. Giles's Cathedral, with 1,000 years of history. It is renowned for its stained glass, regal organ and beautiful Thistle Chapel.
Great. Is it near to the zoo?
Yes. After lunch you will visit Royal Palace. It is a good place to know about royal family's life, but it has a rule with no photo.
Right.
But you can pick some souvenirs in the local handicraft shops close to the palace.
Great.
And about 4 o'clock we will get to the Seabird Centre.
Do you mean the aquarium?
No, they are different places.
OK. Does it have an animal performance?
Sure, you can appreciate the play of dolphin and sea lion.
It sounds good.
About 6 o'clock we will return. If you need other information, please read our tour booklet.
Fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.